highguard just released something. They're blaming the consumers. Well, wait a second. We just did the game. We just did the game show, and you guys were the last game. The last game is supposed to be the game that knocks it out of the park, and you guys didn't knock it out of the park. Then y'all went silent for like a week before the game releases.
No, a month from when they showed the game to release. They didn't say anything about the game.
I know what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They didn't say anything for like a week before it released. Yeah, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like so they didn't really say anything. So we didn't. No one knew what they were getting with highguard. Now, I know one person of us who played the game. Did you guys play it? Okay, two guys. Okay, so you guys played the game. What you guys think about it?
So I didn't like the gunplay from it. Like somebody who plays Apex, who a lot of developers are from Apex.
Yeah, from Apex. Yeah.
You would expect the gunplay in it to be better, and I feel like it didn't have good enough impact. Now, I did love the siege aspects of it, where it was like you could destroy basically anything. Everything's destroyable. I do like the idea of it. The fact, I think what screwed them over the most is that they stuck with that 3-on-3 early on, because
what screwed them over the most is that the game is not.
It wasn't optimized.
Not
like
imaginative in any single way. They clearly took inspiration from.
They took pieces from
Apex, from Siege,
and Fortnite.
But all the things that they added from those games, they don't go hard enough, right? You can ride around the map to get currency, to go back to the base to go buy guns. Mm-hmm. Well, then why is there a looting phase if I can just go back and buy the guns, right? We ain't getting special guns. It's just the
or the fact that you can pick a
guns you
class
find.
you want to
Yeah. So and
that's kind of the part that got me.
And you can there's two bases, right? And you can build walls so that the opposing team doesn't break in. Mm-hmm. But that's all that you can do. There's no type of traps. There's like no other deterrents that you can make.
Well, no, that's not true. There are traps because you just have to pick the right character. You can put the gnomes up.
So it's an ability. It's not something everybody else can use.
I mean, but you can't put traps up.
So if you don't have that character, you can use the imps.
You only put traps up with Frost and like maybe two other characters. You have to pick characters to put up traps in Siege. You can't just put up traps.
But in Siege, you can barricade the walls, the doors, the floors.
Barricade the walls and the floors and
with items though. You can only barricade stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So if like we're a 3-man team on through, if we break down the walls, we can win this game easy, right? What is stopping me?
The gnomes and shit, like stuff like that.
But again, he said
if the character's not there.
Oh, if the character's not there, then yeah.
You don't have gnomes. You have defenses.
That's like saying, no, I'm sorry just to interrupt you, but that's like saying, oh yeah, if you don't pick any healers in Overwatch or Rivals, how are we gonna get health besides the health kits?
What I'm saying is that there is functions within the game that everybody can do. Everybody can barricade walls to protect the base. Mm-hmm. But that's it, right? Where is the other elements that they could have stolen from Siege to really on the base? And I'm sorry. Oh, this is a lot. Why is there a currency in the game? Like there is a looting phase, and during that phase you can get crystals, which is your currency, which you can go back to the base. Why can't I use that currency also to make the base stronger? Right?
Good point.
Or to buy traps, to like buy it so that the other team that has the shield breaker can't just put the shield breaker in to open up the base.
I think that comes to the part. I think that's just more of the point of them wanting you, because I think what they wanted, they expected the game to be a lot more successful, and they expected more people to play, but they wanted you to learn the characters, because if you play with certain characters on that game, you can get the stuff done. Like everything you're bringing up, you can get it done with certain characters. If you want traps, they got people who do traps with like gnomes and crap to pop out. If you want somebody to, the one thing I did agree with you on is the fact that they should have done something where like you could upgrade the base instead of just upgrading your guns.
Yeah,
they should have did something like that. But if you want that deepness in the game, it's in there.
I don't.
But
I don't.
Did you play with every character?
I play with the character who I would normally play with in a game like this.
Right. So then you didn't you didn't play with the other characters that might have been bringing up some of the points that you wanted. Now what you're saying is, and it's a hero shooter at the end of the day. So they're gonna want you there.
That's the flaw of it. Like I would have rather we play with generic shooter characters. We go out and loot for the gear we want for the zip lines, things to break down walls and stuff. Instead of, if I don't bring character X, I have no defensive counters for the other team, right? I think that this game has no identity, because every single phase from the starting phase, which you build walls, to the shield breaker phase, which is you like loot, and then you shield breaker. Literally, the best part is the fact that you can ride a horse.
So I would disagree on that point. For one, I wouldn't say it doesn't have an identity, because the game has an identity. No other game is doing. I wouldn't say it's a bad identity. I just feel like they didn't do it. They did it. I won't say bad, but it's definitely at that mediocre stage. They have a lot of great ideas. They just didn't accomplish any of them well.
That's what I said.
That's what we've been saying.
No. You were bringing up the fact that
No, what I'm saying is that each phase of a match does not go far enough. They need to have a element that they can hang their hat on. Like, hey, our base mechanics are so good, because we can place turrets, walls, traps, build stuff, blah blah blah. You don't do any of that. You like literally wait for the team to break your fucking walls down, and then you just shoot them.
But once again, the point I'm trying to bring up to you is you have to play with certain characters to get certain things done.
He on the team though.
Exactly.
If he don't have that character, somebody else got to have that character. But if he not seeing it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's 10 different characters. So this is all going back to my main point that I was trying to make in the beginning. The fact that they start with when you got 10 people, when you only got 10 characters, and you got a 3v3, that's not enough for people to want to experiment with other characters. That's not enough. That's not enough people to even make the battlefield, because it's like basically like a straight shot to the next place. But the fact that they decided to go 3v3 instead of 5v5 or even 7v7, that hurt the game more than anything, because people aren't.
But they added a 5v5 mode later on, and people still don't like it. Now, at that point, the internet turned on the game.
Exactly.
So it's kind of, and they wasn't helping themselves in the fact that their project lead was blaming the consumer for not liking their game, which is like, oh, all right, well then I'm just stop playing. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. So I mean, that's all I got to say on that. Like, me and Julian agreed for the most part. It was just some things that I didn't agree with what he was saying on.
We was playing the game. We was in the middle of getting in a base something. You was like, man, fuck this game, and you turned it off.
Because the gunplay is just so bad to me. It's just like, it's not good gunplay. All right, but that was it on my part.
That was highguard. Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, Max, what did you think of it? My bad.
We
thought it was fine. I mean, I'll be honest. I probably should not have talked to Julian before I turned it on, because I was like looking for like the excitement that I had after Julian told me what was wrong with it. I was like, all right, I'm going to play. I'm like, damn, everything he said was right. I had that weird like nostalgia feeling from like playing King of the Hill and Capture the Flag on Halo. Like, I was like, I really am looking forward to a game that maximizes on that. And I just felt like it.
What I really miss, because when I was playing it, I kept thinking to myself, I really want to play Beaver Dam in Halo 2.
Yeah.
Like, I just want it to be 4-on-4, 8-on-8, Beaver Dam, get the power weapons. I just want to play fucking Halo.
Why don't y'all just play Halo? Y'all got Xbox / Gamer Pass.
We should. This is great.
I have Game Pass.
Okay.
I got Xbox.
Thank you. You see, look, he got money. But he's smart enough not to waste it. Because why you gonna spend? You spend $30 a month on Game Pass. When too much, you just buy a game.
Yeah, just buy a game.
Yeah.
I still disagree with y'all on the Game Pass, because like, even though it was. All right, can we?
Hang on. Before you disagree. Hang on. hang on. You can disagree, and you can definitely disagree. But before you start disagreeing, though, here's the way I parse it out. Right, a system like Game Pass, it was the best deal in gaming. I'll give y'all that. It definitely was amazing, right? But the reason why it's not is because they did raise the price. If you play Resident Evil and you have to work, do you think you can beat that game in 2 months?
Yeah. I was working.
Yes.
Well, it depends. It depends, right?
Still exists.
Let's say. Let's change it. A game like Avowed, which is like a big, massive game. You think you beat that in 2 months?
You can beat that in like 11 hours, I think.
Avowed?
Yeah.
Damn.
Beat it like a sucker.
Like I said, all right. I'm trying to think of a game that
Kingdom Hearts.
Hold up.
Kingdom Hearts.
Skyrim. You think you beat that?
What's the speed run?
Yeah, 2 months.
Skyrim ain't that long if you just focus, man.
Okay, guys.
All right, Mondo. Damn it, Mondo.
Working an 8 to 10 hour job. You're telling me that you can sit there and beat a game, and like I said, and here's the thing: I got a family, right? Obviously, my time is not going to be always my own.
25 to 35 hours to beat Skyrim.
25 to 35 hours to beat Skyrim. So if you ain't got nothing else going on in your life, I'm sure you can probably beat that in a month or two.
The speed run time on Skyrim is 23 minutes. So the answer to your question is yes, I can.
What kind of cheat?
I don't know, dude. These child games.
All right, here. My point is that, like, again, like I said, and I'm making a general point, right? I don't have all day to sit down and play games. I don't, right? I'm doing this, right? This is going to take up at least 3-4 hours of our day. Like I said, after I finish this, I'm going to probably spend some time with the family. I don't really play a game. I don't really play a game until my kids are asleep.
That's what
exactly, right? So if that's how I'm playing my games, if I was to subscribe to something like Game Pass, I'm literally wasting money. Because the whole purpose of Game Pass is that you can play a game, for the price of like, what? How much was it originally?
Originally,
was it
started at like $10
or $10 something like that.
10 or 20. 10 or
I cannot spend now for that price. It makes sense because that means it takes about 6 months of me playing whatever games they have on there for me to equal the cost of buying one game, right? Mm-hmm. Now, in 2 months, that means I have to beat, at least for that to be valuable to me, I have to beat 2 games that would normally be cost $60 in 2 months, essentially. Right? That means I have to play a game in a month. It needs to take me a month to get in.
But also, full service video game every month.
You don't have to.
Well, no, exactly. I don't.
You don't have to just play one game though.
But that's the point. Okay. To your point though, that's what I'm saying though. I'm parsing it out in a way where it's.
You're trying to make fiscal.
I'm trying to make fiscal sense, right? If I'm buying a game that's $60. Right? If $60, that means I need to play. As far as the Game Pass scenario goes, that means I have to beat that game in 2 months.
Okay,
because it's $60. It's $30 a month.
So what if you're playing 3 games? Like your Halo, then Silk Song, and then I don't know.
Silk Song doesn't cost $60 though.
Okay, all right.
I'm talking about $60 games. That's gonna take you a while to beat. Like I said, not something like
that. Well, that's what I'm saying. $60, $80.
$80.
My point is
games.
70.
Oh, okay. Well, $8.
So that kind of gives you another half a month if you think about it that way.
My point is
half a month, then you look at 2.5
use the service to just play one game, one Skyrim, right? You could just buy Skyrim, but as for me, I play multiple games. Do I beat them? Probably not. No. Probably not. But if
probably,
but that's the point I'm making though. Like if you find games that you want to play, the purpose of spending money every month on it, because now the whole problem with subscriptions is that once you start paying for something like that,
cheaper the experience.
It's cheaper to just go out and buy the games you want to buy, especially when they start raising the price as many times as they rose the price for this particular product.
So, like I said, just to make sure I'm confirming this right, how much is Game Pass currently today?
I don't know. I don't
know. Probably.
I think it's like $30.
$30.
I think it's $30. I think it's $30. That's why.
$30 on console. I think it's like 20.
And then on top of Xbox Live,
$30 a month.
Other tiers include PC Game Pass, which is $16.49.
Yeah.
Well, you getting it good.
Which is $14.99 a month, and Game Pass Essential, which is $9.99 a month, with some plans rebranded. That's what it says.
Okay, so it determines what you're looking for with everything. So if you add that on top of the price of Xbox Live, you're looking at what?
$120 a month. I mean, $150 a year.
No, it'd be
how much is it?
$120 a month.
Well, it'd be 120 plus.
I got reoccurring. I don't care.
Does Xbox?
No, it'd be 90
Xbox Game Pass don't come with Xbox Live?
Nah, it don't come.
No, so that's even worse.
I don't.
But it's always been a
I PC, so I don't need it. So.
Yeah, me.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're not talking about for people who play PC. If you play on PC, you play on PC. I'm saying for a console.
I played it on. I had Game Pass on Xbox.
Yeah, I'm saying like if you have it on Xbox, like I said again, it just if you have an Xbox, it just doesn't make physical sense to buy something like that anymore. Now, I'm not here to sway anybody. You play on whatever you want to play on. You can spend whatever money you want to spend on. I'm just saying that, like, for me, for someone who I have other stuff in my life that I have to take care of, it never made sense to me. And, like, I know people who also have other stuff who have the same responsibilities I got, who are paying for this service, and they're not even beating one game a month, let alone 2 games a month, let alone 3 games a month. Like, they can't. They don't have the time. They play all these games. But they don't have time to beat anything, so now you're just wasting money when you can just buy the game
I would say in terms of the type of game you are. Like Julian is in for a game to get the first experience of it, then he'll get bored fairly quickly and put it down. He's going to do that whether he buys a game full price or whether he does it through Game Pass. Mm-hmm. It helps the fact that he only got to pay $16.49 a month, but at the same time, for a Julian type of gamer, it works well. Even for me, like. I could make that time on the weekend, but I don't have kids. And even when I was employed, I would play out. Hey. But no, so like when I was working 12 hours a day. So, and I still find time after work. I probably play for an hour and a half. But the weekend, I got the full weekend to myself. Go spend some time with my girl. She'll go to sleep. Play when she goes to sleep. So I feel like for me and for Julian, it will work well. But I understand what you're saying. The fact that, you work a full-time schedule. You got kids, you got a house, you got a wife, you know what I mean? So I can understand why you're saying it that way. And
look, it just matters on how you value games. Like I would prefer to play every single game that I want to play, and if I can save $20 because I don't want to necessarily buy Mugenics, but I want to play it, right? Then I like Game Pass, right? I don't really need to buy video games.
See, I don't know. I guess I go back to this whole because I even stopped buying digital games now because I'm more about ownership. Because I don't know. I need to have the ownership of my property, right? If I'm spending money that I had to work hard for, then I need to own it, right? Like, and subscription-based things don't give you the right to own anything these days.
Well, but then that transitions to the new camp of giving you them games that are just licenses. Don't mean a damn thing.
Yeah, no.
That's on Nintendo though.
That's right now. Right now, that's a Nintendo thing.
Next go around, it's gonna be that. I mean, in all honesty, I feel like by the time the next console generation come out, I feel like it should all just be PC.
Well, right now, PlayStation is still doing it. Can you afford PCs now? No, like I said, that's a luxury right now too.
That's going to be the case for all the consoles.
They're already talking about renting consoles. They already started it, which I don't know if you got that on the topic. I should have told you about that. Because that's something that PlayStation is doing right now, and that's a bad move.
I was talking about that at the damn bus.
I mean, they renting consoles at the video store.
You renting consoles you don't own. You will never own it.
That's a no for me, big
That's
dog.
a no. That's what I'm saying.
No for me, big dog.
Like I said, and that's something that they're doing right now. It's in Europe, but
that's why I was so afraid of the Google, whatever the fuck they had with that remote that you
Gemini.
Yeah, I was so afraid of that because I was like, if this works and you can play AAA games like on your TV, like they all gonna do
Good
this.
thing it would.
I'm like, do you got the PlayStation app? You got the Xbox app? Because it ain't gonna be no more consoles. It's gonna be which app you play on.
Yeah, I can't.
I mean, the consoles is already dying, bro. Like,
no, they're not.
They're not dying.
No, they're not. That's a bullshit.
Where you get Xbox may be dying, but you need to get your analytics, bro.
Xbox is shooting themselves in the foot.
Well, they're shooting themselves in the foot because of which I know that's the topic we're gonna talk about. So whenever you want to bring that in,
the sales, they was through the roof. That mobile gaming on the go was taking the place of a lot of traditional,
which is why the Switch 2 sold out the roof because you could game at home and on the go.
But again, that's not saying consoles is dying though. PlayStation's about to come out with another handheld.
You know what you're right.
Like I said, Xbox got the Xbox ROG Ally. Steam got Steam Deck.
Why would Steam be making a console?
Exactly. They would not be making a console if it was dying.
they can call it what they want. I'm gonna still call it a Steam Cube.
Okay.
It looks like a GameCube. It's a GameCube.
They should put a handle on it.
I'm gonna
Put a handle on that.
Hey,
as Nintendo is, Nintendo gonna be like patent. We patent that thing.
I don't think so.
Bro, they literally tried to patent flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nintendo tried to patent flying. You weren't gonna be able to fly in no game without paying attention.
Okay.